Part of the reason why I think libertarians haven't been super successful in the mainstream actual American politics is because, well, when it comes to politicians, people grade them or vote for them based on how much they promise. Like, that's why politicians generally promise, "I'm going to give you more, blah blah blah, more welfare, all that." And if you run as a libertarian promising to, I guess, cut, a whole bunch of social programs, or if you want to, or if you're asked, "Oh, how do you solve the opioid crisis?" and you answer, "There is no such thing." Yeah, that's not gonna. That's not. Good luck running on that.
That's why I just love the movie Brewster's Millions, and he just comes right out. I am here to buy your vote. I have no qualifications. Only an idiot would vote for me. I'm just spreading money around so I can buy your vote.
Yeah.
And he actually gets none of the above put on the ballot. I love that movie. Any thought on the new Evil Dead film? Dapperton's probably the one to ask for that. I myself am getting tired of all the reboots.
I'm not a huge horror guy, but so I haven't seen any of them.
It's like, come up with something original, people.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like 99% of movies today are based on, I'd say 99.9% of movies made today are based on something pre-existing.
I mean, I don't really mind remakes. Remakes are about as old as movies themselves, but it seems like that's about all there is nowadays. And they're not remaking them because they think they can tell the story better or in a new or fresh way. It's just like a cash grab.
Yep.
I know nothing's original under the sun, but you can at least just... I mean, that's no excuse for complete unoriginality.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't mind remakes when they... I mean, I mentioned Brewster's Millions earlier. That was a remake.
Yeah.
Yet I love that movie.
Yeah. Or, I mean, I haven't seen it, but I've heard John Carpenter's The Thing from 1982. Not many people know that it is a remake, but I've heard good things about it.
Well, it's not a remake. It's a separate movie based on the book.
Oh.
But it's not based on the first movie. It's based on the book. And from what I understand, I haven't read the book. From what I understand, they were a little truer to the book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was one in like the 50s or something like that, and it was kind of hokey. There is good science fiction from the 50s, but you kind of have to look for it. Stuff like Forbidden Planet and The Day the Earth Stood Still, stuff like that. I mean, you look at Forbidden Planet and you see the seeds laid for Star Trek, for 2001, for, all that. What is the most overrated genre? I guess I'd have to say the vampire genre. Either that or zombies.
Those aren't really genres. They're more like...
yeah.
Or maybe there's so many of them that they've become one.
I guess. I mean, the thing about Night of the Living Dead is no one had done it that way before. But, it's just like, oh, yet another zombie movie. Oh, nice. I mean, the thing that made Dracula scary wasn't really that he was a vampire. It was really about the kind of person he was.
Mm.
And he was clever, he was smart, he was ruthless. He was just an amazingly well-done villain.
Yeah. But of course, as with everything, he's been, over the centuries that he's existed, he's been bastardized.
Well, yeah, just whenever anyone does their own vampire stuff, they're just kind of copying that, really.
Yeah. Now vampires have sort of become a joke, mainly because all of the canonical ways you can apparently kill it. I mean, you've got the classic, I
mean, the Dracula was really hard to kill. It wasn't just like sunlight didn't kill him; it just made him mortal. And even then, you had to have Harker and Van Helsing. One of them, staked his heart while the other, slit his throat or cut his head off, whichever one it was. It was just really, really hard to kill him, even in the daylight.
Yeah.
Energy vampire. Now, see, that's the thing if you do it funny, like in What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah. That is a funny show. I love it.
Also, where did the whole garlic thing come from? Like, where did that originate?
I'm actually not sure where that came from. The sunlight thing, I'm pretty sure, came from Nosferatu.
That apparently there's like it can be killed by like holy water or even just regular water, or anything made out of silver, including a silver bullet or a cross. Or if you like throw rice on the ground, apparently it has to count them all, like the.
Although the miniseries Dracula that Stephen Moffat did a number of years ago had an interesting take on it. I might have to say spoiler alert before I talk about it. Yeah, just mute for the next few seconds or so if you don't want it spoiled. Basically, sunlight doesn't kill him. He does reflect in mirrors. You know, he's not, killed or whatever by holy water or crucifixes. It's all psychological. He just can't, he deep down, he knows what evil he is, so he can't look at himself. He can't be out in the sunlight and exposed for what he is, and he can't be reminded of goodness. It didn't actually kill him, it just, he was just avoiding it because he was afraid of it all. Dracula is Judas, the man who betrayed Jesus. I mean, like vampires only for